My name is Matthew Smith, and this is my Arduino microcontroller vlog. First, we'll start off in my GitHub desktop. These are all the commits me and my partner Corday made. This is our initial commit when we set up our Visual Code Studio, and then we added our first code. And then I think we ran it, and then it didn't work, and then I don't think we committed it. But then we fixed it, and then this is this is our fixed code. So then our next one, I committed this diagram of our sketch, so that we have our speaker right here, or our sensor, and the microcontroller board, the Arduino board, and we have our breadboard here, and all of our wires where the pins went. So I think this one went to pin 9, and then that's to 8, and that's to 11, and then yeah, this is the servo motor that we connected this onto so then it could spin. So that's just a little sketch that we got off of the Arduino website. So then yeah, these are just all of our commits, and then here's a picture. So yeah, here's our breadboard. We have a lot more wires here than the diagram did. Like, this isn't a lot. And then we go to which one? Yeah, this one. So we get our breadboard and then the Arduino microcontroller board, and we have a lot of wires. I think this one went to the servo motor, and then we added lights onto the breadboard to light up whenever something got close. So if something got closer to the sensor, then it would go from, I think there's a white light. Did we add the white light first? I don't think it's in here, but I think it's just, yeah, it is. You can't see it, but it's right there. So we have a white light, which is good, and then the green, and then yellow, and then red, which is like, it's right up next to the sensor. And then this would scan at 180 degrees, just back and forth. And then whenever something got close, it'd go from white to red. And then eventually, oh, here's the code for it, but we added a piezo speaker to like get louder every time something like got closer. So the closer it got, the louder the speaker got. I think there's a picture in here for it. Yeah, there's the speaker right there. So then something got really close to the sensor right here, then the lights would light up, and then this would get really loud depending on how close it was. And then the speed. Oh yeah, we had a little issue with how fast this rotated. So then we had to fix the code for how fast it would rotate. Fix the speed sweep system. And then this is our test when we like just had to hold it still, because this is so like, it's so powerful, and this is so stiff that it would move the motor instead of the sensor. So then we'd have to tape it down so then the sensor would move. And then we mounted it onto a Jesus box. So that's inside the Jesus box, and all the wires, or these wires, are going in, and then it's coming out over here. So they're all going in here, and then underneath Jesus box and out. So then everything's mounted on top. And then I was gonna have the idea of putting all the wires inside, and then maybe even these two inside, but then like I wasn't really thinking, and you wouldn't be able to see the lights, and then it'd be like kind of weird to try and hear this. So then that didn't really work. I think this is more updated code and more updated code. So then we'll go to my GitHub next, my normal GitHub. Go into the pictures. These are all the pictures that I committed. I'll show you those in a second. And then here's all of our code. There's that. Oh yeah, there's the pictures again. Here's our processing ID that would pop up on the screen We had a sensor, or not a sensor, we had a like a video display type thing for it that I don't have it on my computer, but we had it on my partner's computer. So we'd get the processing IDE and then it would show up with a big thing on your screen, and then it would show, like in movies, how like close something was, and it would scan it and you could see the line. It was really cool. But there's that, and then I think last thing we're gonna go to here. So I couldn't figure out how to get my code back onto Visual Code Studio to see, like show you all of it, but I showed you our final code, and here this is our final updated code. I was gonna try to get onto Visual Code Studio, but here's all of our pictures. That's with the wires out. I think we were fixing something because something broke. There's a video there. Yeah, here it is. So that would pop up on your screen. It's got a line, and then this oh, I can zoom in. So this thing you would sense it. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, we're back. But this thing would sense it, and then oh, this is before we added the lights. But this would sense, and then it would show a dot on here wherever it is. So it would ping it depending on how far it was. And this is like our forward light. So like the white one would be up here, and then the green one, and then the yellow one. And if something was in this radius, then it would turn red. And then if we had more time, we're gonna get something if it was so close, all the lights in the Piazza speaker were going like crazy. That would have been really cool. Yeah, there's the lights and Piazza speaker. That's where we mounted it on the table just for testing. And then the Cheez-It box mount. I wish I got one from the side. I don't think I did. But there's the top. I think I was trying to just show how it went in the Cheez-It box in the hole. And then here's the sketch. So we took the sensor and then put it onto the motor, and then we kind of added our own stuff from there with the lights, the Piazza speaker, the Cheez-It box. But yeah, that is all. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.